If you're new to this channel, you might find this a little weird, but we actually talk about price before we give you the whole pitch. If someone's ever going to do that to you, they ain't got nothing to hide. Why? Because we talk about stuff really oddly, but we do it before it's already 30x'd up in the air. What does that mean? You get in when the cool kids get in. The really cool kids get in before stuff is cool. Then they sell it to the sheep once it's already multiplied like crazy. You want to be with the wolves or the sheep? The wolves is this channel right here, all right? It might take a second for this thing to pop, but when it does, you'll be way happier than a year from now when your friend's finally talking about, have you heard of this company? You think about investing? You look at it and you're already 10x. Let's talk about charts. We got a new IPO here. This chart is almost all I needed to see to want to buy this. It started out, let's say $1.50, went up to $1. You know, it actually did right out of IPO, but we had the, you know, some market mess, and it went to like $1.60. Where are we at now? And this is on the Canadian Stock Exchange, the NEO, actually, 15 cents. It's like 10x off, or if it goes back to all-time highs again, it'll 10x. See what's happening here? We're sitting totally at a consolidated channel. Let's bounce below, stop, bounce below. That's about as low as we're gonna get. In fact, there is a lot of volume. Most buyers are actually paid way more than you can get it for now. Like 30% more than you can, 25% more than you get it now. Got some decent volume the past May, July, 2-3 months. So the volume's kind of picking up. People are getting to know it. Ticker for NEO is Hulk. I wish it was that for the OTC, but it's not available. But for the OTC, the ticker for me is HLKKF. HLKKF. So this thing didn't come onto the OTC till like 4 or 5 months ago. Okay, so this is even newer. This is great. We are better than ground floor, because ground floor, a lot of them paid way up here. $1, whatever. You can get this thing now for, it's called 12 cents. You like that chart? I love that chart. You see this big red volume spike here? Why do you think that happened? Do you know we have a Discord? Was that us? Was that me and the homies this morning? I don't know. But usually what that means is the shorts are out of honey, the bears are out of honey, and it's looking to revert up. Kind of looks the same though. It's about floored out as going to get. It's sitting below the VWAP. I love getting in there. What are we talking about today? Something totally revolutionary, if you ask me and many others. This is like an indoor farming play, but don't worry, we are super better than ground floor. It's totally 100% legit. They are already building out their whole facility. Patents already done. We also got AI, all this stuff going on. We're going to focus actually on plant-based proteins coming from water lentils. So that's kind of a cool little niche to start with. Instead of going full tilt and trying to do like tomatoes or potatoes or anything like that, we're going to do something really easy that, get this, you can harvest once a day. So this green leaf, you can harvest once a day. Yes, every 24 hours you can pull more protein out of it. We're going to be making protein powders as a base, which I think is genius. Stay with me here. Right after that, what do we got?
In any aquaponics system,
smartest systems I've ever heard of. Wait till you see this thing.
Three important players of biology. There's the fish, there's the plants, and then there's the bacteria that's responsible for converting the effluent into plant food. In a basic aquaponics system, water flows from the fish through filtration and mineralization into the plant beds, then back to the fish, all in one loop. With our CVAS system though, we bring 3 important innovations. Our system is decoupled, meaning there's multiple water flow loops to maximize the growth of each biological component. Our crop production area is vertical to make good use of space, and our facility is designed with biosecurity in mind, to ensure that we're producing the highest quality food.
So if you caught all that, there's a lot of information. What's going on here? Why is this so cool? because it's completely closed looped. And it's all 100% natural, dude. It's like straight up Earth ecosystem. They literally have a section in this building where there are fish who are then going to fertilize over to another separate ecosystem in the building. The plant or the bacteria and all that, proteins doing that thing in a whole separate chamber. And then what's going to happen? Then it goes to another section in the building where then that water, then and nutrients gets to the thing you want to grow. Like what we're starting with here is water lentils. And then it goes back to the fish. It's a complete 360 ecosystem, 3 different sections, all housed in one building. Not only are we doing that in the building, we're also even taking the lentils and breaking them down to the proteins in the same building also. That is massive. Most of the time, you get something, it goes over here, it has to get over there, go over here, and then you end up getting protein 10 years later that's fully synthesized and all that. This is not. This is like straight up raw. I can imagine full on like cafes in this place where they designate like coffee shops, or smoothie protein supplement shops out of all this. And this is, right now we're just talking about the water lentils, okay? Lentils give over 42% protein per mass, which is basically about like 20% plus more than any other plant-based protein out there. So they're more protein dense than any other thing out there, such as like peas. Like peas are used for a lot of plant-based proteins. Peas, I don't know how long they take to regenerate another pea, but I'm guessing it's like months. It's definitely not every 24 hours. So more nutrient dense, and you can get a brand new batch every 24 hours. Gluten-free, allergen safe, high in antioxidants, dietary fiber. Minerals are all in there too. And vitamins, including you got potassium, iron, calcium, omega-3, and 6 fatty acids, essential amino acids, and micronutrients. Massive. Don't worry, this is not just like a powdered protein vegan play. It goes way bigger than that. Of course, we're talking about the dietary supplements, so we've got the protein. We've got functional foods, though. Oh, we're getting into foods. We got functional beverage. Guess what? We're getting into beverages, too. For the past over a decade, like, I don't even know, long time. When you go to like the Jungle Juice or Julius places now, they ask, would you like some protein up in there? Another $1.50 or $2.50. Do you want plant-based or do you want whey protein or casein, egg, or be whatever you want? Plant-based. This is like one of the most purest plant-based proteins you're going to be able to ever buy. That alone, just on that little protein play, I was like, I'm sold on that. Before I go any further, guess what the market cap of this is? Under $10 million. Under $10 million. Like $8 million, $9 million. I can't even remember. It's under 10 though. Ridiculously cheap. So here's like a protein bar they're making. It's crazy, dude. Market entry with premium priced product, full nutrition profile. They get it. I actually love the branding of it. The white on green like that. I think it looks good. Talking about the business model again, we got protein powder. Added value for anything, any sort of shake you want to do. We are in negotiations to supply food and supplement manufacturers with the protein to enhance the nutrition of their products, whatever it may be. This is one of the first things I thought of too was pasta. Pasta's like getting really niche now. It's always kind of a niche, I guess, but like it's huge. Added like extra protein, no egg, stuff like that, or wheat-free pastas. That's huge. So gluten-free pastas, they can do that and be massively dense in protein. One thing a lot of vegans have a problem with is not getting enough protein intake. This will help with that. Licensing. So it's not just we're starting our own protein brand, bro. No. We intend to license the technology for the water lentils and other indoor farming applications. We have a lot going on here. Got a timeline here. We've been actually around since 2014. This wasn't something they just started last year and are trying to do something now. They've already got the facility almost done, the first facility. I got videos to prove it. Then next year, they have a facility that's going to be 3 times the size. The first one that they're building, though, is actually big. It's 20,600 square feet. Then they're talking about licensing, all that stuff down the road. They go into more stuff like targets. They're going for introduction of the protein products that they're going to be making into the initial market branding, promotional activities. They're going to start branding and promoting it to probably social influencers, all that. They're going to focus on Western North America and move east with product ranges in 2022. That's within 3 or 4 months. We plan to enter the Asian markets too. Huge. Beyond Meat, all that. Where are they going to get it? They want the most dense protein you can get. Right here is when I 110% knew I was going to put in more chips. Look at this. Partnerships. We got Blue Ocean Tea Company, global tea developer working with Numi and Starbucks. Starbucks, man. Starbucks today was running like crazy. Sweet. Any connection to Starbucks? Bam. We got it. Starbucks even has that now. Would you like a vegan protein milk, or like vegan milks or whatever, right? Like plant-based milks. They usually have added protein. They can get it from these people. Let's just think that way. CCSC, distributor to access in North America. Products, Neural Essentials. Sweet, never heard of them. But this next one, where I was like, yeah. Purchased, so they bought this place called Ephemere Supper Club. Cool, a supper club. To develop recipes, promotions, and this one right here, meal kits. Meal kits is huge, dude. All those advertisements you see where would you like your meals delivered to your door? We have that too. So we're going to start getting into that whole thing too. We're going to get our own fake meat patty and that also. I can't read whatever language that is, but underneath it says Natural World, distributed with over 100 SKUs in the TNT and other Asian stores. I've never heard of the TNT, but great. We got a distributor with over 100 SKUs in Asian stores. Fantastic. It could be protein, or it could be the added protein in one of the fake meat patties. I don't know. Here's the farm kind of thing. Here's what it looks like. Just a drawing of it. They're doing a really good job of branding they're calling it the SIVAs. Remember? SIVAs. Utilize sophisticated control technologies, collect thousands of data points. So you got AI minute, which are fed into the secure big data warehouse. So you got all that with it. Energy consumption, video monitoring, water quality, climate variables. So there's 3 different climates in the building. SIVAS facilitates automated harvesting. Did you hear that? Automated harvesting. If you notice in all the other indoor plays, there's always people hunched over doing the harvesting themselves. This is going to be done by robots. Not only that, they've got it patented, dude. The Save-Us thing is patented, and they're going to be putting that out to other people. So other indoor people, they could charge them to use their stuff. That's massive, dude. So they have something that comes in and harvests it itself and just sends it down the line, does that. It's super sick. There's videos here. This is kind of cool to me that they're showing progress. They're just doing these once a week of the place that's almost done. I think it was a couple weeks ago. But this facility's big. You can see they're running everything. Legit's going to get. Before that, here's the CEO. This guy is actually really smart.
Hey everybody, I'm Connor. What our vision?
See right there what we got? Granola bars made with their protein. So they're already doing protein bars and stuff. So here's this robot thing. PonTus files international patent application for automated vertical farm harvesting robot. Ooh, this thing alone is sick. This thing is branded as the Harv for harvest. Get it? Harv. Vertical farm rack system. Goes up racks too. It's not that's my problem with app harvest and a lot of vertical farming plays. They still only go one section up. These guys are going, eight rows up. Fantastic. And then every 24 hours, the robot comes in and just swoops it all out and does everything for them. Massive. So we've got this whole patent thing put out for this. It's an actual real device. Can't even imagine the software engineering that went into that thing. By harvesting the crop using the harv, we will reduce the space between the water beds. So they don't need space for someone to stick their head in and try to harvest, and increase the number of levels so they can stack higher, increasing the efficiency and the yield. We are beyond excited about pairing harv with our Sevas system. They're branding, so they can sell that to other people. As we see Sevas as a greener, more ecologically sustainable way to make stuff, harvesting the crop. Yep. Amazing. Then we got this. PonTus Protein announced non-brokerage unit private placement. This is how I found out about it. I literally just scroll through news looking for something that sticks out. This is how I found out about this company. I saw this. So if you remember, we're sitting, what are we sitting? I don't remember, way cheap. 10 cents, under 10 cents or whatever. They're doing a funding grant. Someone basically is handing them $5 million. They're paying, this person that's coming in is paying $5 million over what they could have just bought it if they were you and me right now. Now, they are getting some warrants, but those warrants, they're just like SPACs, man. But those warrants, they can only exercise after 30 cents. They'll be in the money. So what does that mean? If we're at 10-ish cents below and it has to go to 30 cents, it's got to multiply before we even get to the part where they could even redeem their warrants. So this is a speculative play for whoever put in the $5 million. They're paying more than it is now. They are getting the warrants, but they're betting on the fact this thing will at least 2x. They're paying 16 cents per unit. They can't use the warrants till 30. They only have 2 years, by the way, to use those warrants. They're only good for 2 years. So they're saying in less than 2 years, they plan on at least over doubling. They obviously think it's going to way over 2x. Otherwise, who in their right mind would do this deal? Huge, massive deal. It begins trading on the OTC markets June 1st. So that just happened a couple months ago, man. This is new. Ground floor. There you go. They're doing updates. The website's fantastic. Dude, the directors are legit. This dude here, Spencer, business development, entertainment, and video games industries, where he oversees content licensing. Great, licensing guy. And rights management, acquisitions, partnerships, corporate finance, strategic direction and development. Fundraiser guy. Excellent stuff going on. Got some more info here. Management and board advisors. We got dude who's got 20 years in supply chains, including stuff we're doing here. We got big marketing lady, 30 years experience. This guy. We got a full-on culinary director. He's going to be making the foods and stuff, man. He's going to be making the protein bars and maybe a shake and maybe a plant burger or whatever. Innovative product development experience. 30 years experience in financial markets, this guy. 20 years experience in aquaponics, an international consultant. Great. This guy, 18 years experience in the media and serial entrepreneur. They know the space. They obviously know the space because they're bringing up impossible meat, beyond meat, modern meat, very good butchers, Lentil Aquafarm, else. They're showing they're more of the broad-based nutrition and more of the sustainable ESG play. Because a lot of these, like Beyond Meat, are way more limited. You see, so we're not just trying to go after plant-based burgers, or just the powdered protein. They're keeping it wide open. Food delivery at home. You can always add protein to something. Super dense. Great. This dude here, Director of Corporate Communications with Evolve Branding. I've heard of Evolve Branding. And went ahead and looked them up. And yep, Evolve Branding is still legit. A massive marketing advertising firm in the Great White North, Canada. They have worked and are currently working with brands you might know. Fox, the UFC, Volkswagen, IKEA, Blizzard, A&W, ABC, Marvel. What am I getting at? We got marketing powerhouse stuff going on here. Maybe he can get us on Fox. Maybe we can get a UFC sponsorship. Imagine the new cool chick that's the UFC chick gets branded or whatever with this stuff. It could be massive. Just say buy the ticker, buy Hulk. What if it was buy Hulk, man? Come on, that'd be so sick. Here's the CEO, really good at speaking. He does a lot of stand-up talking about the business. He's passionate about it, ESG. He's got a whole background in ESG. Here's a video if you want to watch it. It's great. Recap here. We got the SEVAs, which is the closed 3-tier vertical aquaponics system that includes AI, artificial intelligence. So we have that. We can brand out and sublease out to other companies, whoever want to do this. We have Harv, the robot, the patent pending robot that we got. 42 to 50% protein yield compared to others that only get like 20%-ish per yield. Plus we can do it every 24 hours. Anywhere in the world. Dubai, the Great White North. You can grow these greens anywhere. I don't see how every city in the world could not benefit from one of these sitting downtown somewhere. Why not? Water lentils are just the first item we are focusing on. He made that very, very clear. I absolutely love this play. We are super ground floor. Not only that, guess what? I'm going to run down competitors. I'll show you how cheap this deal is. The second cheapest one next to this is a ticker called AGRI, AgriForce Growing Systems. I saw zero proof of concept. I saw zero pictures of anything. I saw one CEO talking guy. That was it. There's not even a picture of nothing they're doing. What's the market cap? $40 million. If and when we get to $40 million, we will already 4x our money. Yeah, because remember, we're under $10 million market cap. Crazy. This is my pick number 2. I actually like this second company here. But look at this. The second company I'm going to talk about is SPAIF, Sprout AI Inc. But look at their market cap, $49 million market cap. We would over 5x our money just to match these guys. All right, these guys actually have a product they show. They're like in Guatemala, zero tax. Look at this one. This one's kind of cool. These guys are toting that they can go as high as you want. They made it very clear that most vertical farming, you can't go super high. So I'll let you figure out what you can grow, maybe corn, something you need to go real high with. This kind of looks like some tent stuff, I mean, this one doesn't seem as like intricate, as PonTus, first one we're talking about. But I actually kind of like this play. But again, this one's 5x more money. And other than these like setups they're showing, they don't actually show or talk about like a real warehouse that's like operating. So that tells me that they don't have it yet. So I think this is kind of like a mock-up in a random warehouse. There's other stuff in the background. I think they're just pitching it here. They're not as far along as the first guys, man. The first guys are like almost done with they're redoing all the plumbing, electrical, everything all crazy perfect. I don't think these guys have even got that far. But they're over 5x more expensive. But I like it. I kind of like the setup. Whatever. I'll take it. We have another one. I'll run through these ones really fast, though. Village Farms. This one here, never heard of them. $752 million market cap. Can you multiply that high? Here we go. 750 million divided by 9 million. If we get to the same market cap as the number 3, it's 3 or 4 person for as far as market cap goes, we will 83.33x our money if we get to that market cap. Sign me up. Right? I like to play with the first one too because we can license out all that technology, man. Next one is Cubic Farms. Okay, this one actually has a lower market cap. I thought they did in these in order. I didn't. This one's 179 million though. You know, we're 18 times our money. Cubic Farms. Here's another one for $530 million market cap. Never heard of it. Here's App Harvest, the tomato guys. They were like in the same position the first one was when they started going SPAC. And this one is at $768 million market cap. They don't even, this one doesn't even have like protein bars or nothing. It was literally just tomatoes. One section of tomatoes. They had land they bought. I like this play, but when I'm comparing it to these other plays, I'm like, gee, which one do I think I'll put some money in? Now, this one, oddly, I'm real heavy on this one. Actually, this is Spring Valley Arrow Farms. We're still waiting on this one to de-SPAC. It's got the SPAC drama. Who knows? I don't even remember the market cap on it. I think it was around $1 billion-ish. I don't know. Market cap is showing 261, but it's a SPAC pre-split, so it's probably wrong. This one's actually legit. They have multiple rows. They actually have some technology that are planning on leasing out too. So the first one reminds me of Arrow Farms a lot, but insanely cheaper. Not as far along as Arrow Farms. I'll take both though. That's how I'm playing this. Here's another one here with the $750 million market. What am I getting at? If we even get to the second place one, we're like over 5xing our money. If you haven't liked, comment, or subscribed on the video, please do it. It definitely helps out the channel. If you want earlier entries, maybe these videos a little bit earlier than the rest, join our Patreon. We also have a Discord on there where it is like ground floor all day long. People are just raking in the money. If you want to make money, you come to that Discord, you have zero excuse not to.